Hello, my name is Benjamin McKinley. Today I'm going to talk about the cognitive dissonance theory. Imagine this following scenario. There is a student named Joe. Joe has a 10-page paper that was assigned to him a week before Thanksgiving. He knows the paper would take a lot of time and effort. During the week, he just slacks off and puts his attention on other work. Joe is a good student and he believes in hard work to do well. On the first day of the break, Joe sleeps in until mid-afternoon and spends the next several hours on his phone, watching SportsCenter. He then decides a little later to meet up with some friends, and then he gets a little too carried away that night. Joe explains that he has multiple days to do the paper, and will just do it later. The second day of break, Joe doesn't come home until 3:30 in the afternoon because he went to bed super late. He then decides to go take a shower, and then proceeds to relax most of the day, because he was hungover. Needless to say, the day was a wash. Joe feels a little bit of regret because he knows he should have started his paper a while ago. His behavior was unacceptable with his beliefs that he wanted to do a good job on the paper. The third day is Thanksgiving, and Joe now has a fear of missing out on the family Thanksgiving if he were to do his paper. So instead, he just goes and spends his time with his family. Before Joe knows it, it's Sunday, and the paper is due Sunday night at 11:59. Joe is now stressed, he's worried, he's anxious about getting this paper done in time. This scenario describes a realistic situation that supports the cognitive dissonance theory. The cognitive dissonance theory is when a person has inconsistent thoughts or beliefs and attitudes. Leon Festinger created the theory in 1957 by publishing a book. People tend to select like-minded information to reduce cognitive dissonance. Inconsistency between these two cognitions creates an uncomfortable state, meaning tension. Well, with this tension constitutes a motivational force for cognitive change. Well, now something must be done to alleviate this tension. So there's three things you can do to do that. One is to change one of the cognitions to create consonance. Another is to add the cognitions to create balance. And the third is to alter the importance of the cognitions. Some examples of the cognitive dissonance theory could be when a nurse starts smoking, even though she knows it's bad for her health. Another could be when a health teacher is exercising or eating healthy foods when he knows it's important to. Then the last one I'd probably say is when a young woman wants to build up her savings account, but then she spends all of her money at the mall and then feels regret when she can't pay her bills at home. Some signs of the cognitive dissonance theory could be when a person feels uncomfortable or guilty when making a decision. Another could be when a person tries to explain away a decision. And then a third could be when somebody is embarrassed about a decision and is trying to hide it from others. Some causes could be when you are peer pressured and you go along with something even though it's wrong, when you are becoming educated about something you thought that was good, but then you actually learn it's unhealthy for you, and then which that could lead to embarrassment. And the third, or when you might want to do a behavior even though it's not the right one, but we try to tell ourselves we made the right choice. Some ways cognitive dissonance can make a person feel is either ashamed, anxious, sad, or stressed. In conclusion, cognitive dissonance theory is a part of daily life when we have to make the tough decisions. The reality of the theory is that it isn't necessarily a bad thing. Cognitive dissonance can motivate you to improve your overall decision making. Thank you.